On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about maintaining cleanliness with Shine. So stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. Okay, today we're going to be covering the third S of the 5S methodology, and that is Shine. We've already covered the basics of 5S. We've covered the first S, which is sort, the second S, which is set in order. And again, today we're going to handle something that gets overlooked because of its simplicity, but it's Shine, cleanliness. Making sure that everything is as clean as possible in your workspace. And by doing so, these 5 steps that I'm going to talk about are going to be things that you can go through and do. They're not the end all be all. Make sure that you follow any OSHA regulations or any specific facility regulations that you have or rules and tips. But these things are going to help you get off to a great start. The very first thing is going to be regular cleaning schedules. Make sure that you always know exactly what needs to be done and that you follow it. The second thing is going to be being able to detect things early. So by having a clean space, you're going to notice if things that you've set in order are out of place, if there is debris in the area that shouldn't be there, if there's a leak, if there is a button flashing, things that you wouldn't normally possibly be able to see if things were cluttered, you're going to be able to see when you have things clean. Not everything, but definitely things are out of place. The next thing is going to be enhanced operational efficiency. By having things clean and having things organized, things just go smoother. It is just a fact. The next thing is going to be making sure that you have improved morale. When you have a clean workspace, it is a more happy workspace because there's nothing worse than coming in from the previous or a shift after your previous shift and seeing things in disarray. It's one of the biggest complaints that you'll see from shift to shift about people not doing what they were supposed to do on the shift before. And keep in mind, cleanliness definitely falls into that. And then lastly, it's going to be having a checklist and accountability. We talked about having regular cleaning schedules at number 1. These checklists and these going through and having accountability is going to allow for making sure that that stuff that we mentioned at number 1 is done and that there is a never-ending improvement mentality on keeping things clean. So again, these are by no means the end-all be-all steps, but they're going to be a great way to get you started on making sure that you have Shine and cleanliness as top of mind. Now, on the next episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about the fourth S of the 5S methodology, which is going to be standardization. So make sure that you tune in for that. Until we talk next time, make sure that you have a great and safe day. And here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line floor tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line floor tape, the only durable stripe.